Okay guys, like listen, I know that I said that I'm going to work on Atomic Hero Rescue Fire and Rescue Force video, but like come on, like give me a break. I'm working full time and those two seasons are like 56 episodes apart. For fuck's sake. But also, oh my god, Atomic Hero Rescue Fire in Boonboomger. I actually like this episode, but I was actually kind of surprised that it wasn't focused on Taya, but to be honest, it was way more focused on Break and Joe than even Bundarios Banderas, which was kind of odd, but I did like it, with Sabio pretty much enlisting Joe to help the ISA solving a bunch of cases of random fire starting, and Break, I'm sorry, Detective Candy came along to pretty much help him with the case. Here's the thing, I actually really like Break and Axel. I'm sorry, Detective Candy and Axel. They're just two like very zesty gay couple. Like, and you can't tell me otherwise. Like they're totally together now. Like it's weird that I started the show off with oh my god, like Break really wants to get with Taya. But it's now he's like no, he kind of found his love with Break, and having Detective Candy coming in with Joe to the interviews and just leaving a couple of sentences into the interview, and Joe pretty much not fully questions where he's going with it, was very interesting, but also shows how much he really trusts Break. Was actually kind of cool. And in the end, we found who the culprits are. Well, I would give you a moment to be surprised. It's the Assyrian trios. Which is kind of funny, how they actually did it. Well, they are disguised as workers of Japan's fire department, and they just give out like free fire extinguishers, which the fire extinguishers pretty much combust when it hears a word that at least correlate with fire. The problem with that plan is when I mean they're disguised, they're just wearing different outfits. Like, I'm sorry to tell you, the trios still look like the trios for a very specific reason. They're weird aliens, and no one questions it. Everybody just takes the extinguisher. Because here's the thing, I find it odd for a very specific reason. In episode 5, I think it was 4 or 5, they announced themselves on TV. Like, we're the bad guys, we're here to take over Earth. Like, they did that. Is like Boonboomger a weird commentary about Japanese people not watching the news? Like, I get maybe the younger folks that they interviewed, oh maybe they didn't know, but like the older lady would probably know. Is it a commentary? I don't know, I just kind of find this nitpick to be kind of funny. While I did enjoy that we are getting more of Bundarios and Tyre's relationship, where we discover that Bundarios doesn't know anything about Tyre. They basically know as much as us. So when, it's kind of funny, when both Chashiro and Mir cleaned up Tyre's place, which, like, I don't know, I don't really do it with my friend's place, but hey man, maybe Tyre pays them. I don't know. Bundarios found a bunch of pictures that a young Tyre drew, and when he tried to ask him about his dreams, Tyre didn't really answer them, and they kind of got mad, so they left. Was a really interesting scene. It's like, oh, like Bundarios actually wants to be Tyre's friend, but for some odd reason Tyre is kind of like being secretive about it, specifically about his past and his childhood, which could be interesting moving forward. And after a quick conversation with Sakito and Byun-D, which slowly just getting less and less interesting. It's like, I get it, you have a cleaning business, but can you do more than that? Boondarius pretty much understand that, hey, like, Tyre build all the Boon Boon cars for me, I'll build him a fin to actually achieve his dream. And he built them the Zoom Zoom Shock Blaster, which helps him to transform to Boon Red 119. And he has a really great fight scene with the fire extinguisher monster. And that was it pretty much. Like, here's the thing. This episode kind of gave us slightly more hints of Tyre's past, specifically his dream to be a firefighter and also to ride a lion, but it didn't give us enough. Like, it was a fine episode. It really was just an episode that weirdly got involved way more with like Joe and Break than, you know, the character that is going to get the upgrade, which was a weird premise. To be completely honest, it felt like out of place. Like, I don't know, like, there's something about right now Boonboomger, it kind of feels like it's like in a holding state. It doesn't really know what to do, so they're kind of like going through the toy lineup, and they would wait until like big story beats happen, which I don't like, because like you can use the toys with your big story beats, and I think like Boon Red 119 could have been an interesting thing. I don't know, but yeah, like it had a really great fight scene. So yeah, this episode gets a B. Boon Red 119 actually like looks cool. Like, I am a big fan of rescue team themed tokusatsu. Again, I do really like Tomika Hero Rescue Force and Rescue Fire. I really dig their design. I think a tokusatsu that is primarily going to be themed after rescue workers would be cool. Again, still, I would always say my dream Ultraman scenario is a team that is very much like Team Seagull from Ultraman Gaia. Yeah, like, I really like the design. The tire, the combination of like the tire face and the firefighter helmet was at first a weird combination, but I actually did like it. I like the color combination, red and black just works. The armor looks cool. It has two hoses that he actually can fire like water from. Yeah, like, it's an actually really cool looking suit. So yeah, what you thought about Boonboomger episode 21? Comment below, let me know. Thank you very much for watching the video. Please like the video. And also tell me what you think about Boon Red 119. And please help the subscribe button reach his goal to become a subscribed button. It's a simple goal. I think all of you have like this small little second to help that subscribe button reach that goal. I think if you think you're a nice person, I think that would help. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget, you are the only one that can prevent forest fires. And have a great rest of your day. Bye bye.